All right, I want to take you to Waller County, Texas, where we've been covering this case involving a young woman by the name of Sandra Bland. She was the one who was arrested. She was found dead in her jail cell a couple of days after this intake. And this is the first time we're actually seeing this video here of her being taken into this jail, again, where she was found dead a couple of days later. Law enforcement absolutely say this was suicide. The family, they don't believe that. And so we're getting new information, including this video today. Let me take you now to Texas, to this news conference already underway.
What you're going to see here is you're going to see Sandra Bland enter from the right side, and she's going to walk across the booking desk area and enter the bathroom with Officer Goody. There she is. Officer Goody takes her in the bathroom. As you can see, she was in her street clothes. They're now going to get a bag. This is where she's going to change out of her street clothes into her orange jumpsuit. Again, on social media, there's been some very crazy speculation that Waller County Jail, all inmate photos are taken in street clothes, and so it was unusual for her mugshot to be taken in the orange jumpsuit. That is incorrect. That's not true. In fact, that gentleman just right there you just saw just had a mugshot taken. I believe
the mugshot against that other wall.
Yeah, that far wall there. In fact, you'll see further down in this video. Okay, so Greg, she's in the bathroom now. So if we can, Greg, if you can move forward to 2249. And again, if there's a lag in our video, we apologize. Okay. All right, she's now, and again, if we, okay. Get it just, roll right there. That's perfect. Okay. So at 2249 approximately, you will see her come out of the bathroom, and she will be dressed in her orange jumpsuit. There she is. Now, the Waller County Jail employee, now he's putting her mattress pad and her blanket, all the things that she's going to have in her jail cell. Again, this is the booking desk area. It's kind of the central area of the Waller County Jail. I know most of y'all have already toured the jail. We'll just let this run here because in about and about at 23, okay, so now she is now being placed into a holding cell. So the holding cell is actually, you'll see more video later from a different angle. In fact, you can see the other camera. I believe it's camera 30. You can see it in the shot. This is camera 30 right here. So we'll show you footage from that camera that will show her going into the holding cell. So again, at this time, make sure we have this correct. She enters the holding cell at 0023:35. Okay, so now this video right here, Greg, show me the times. This is just so you understand. These AVI videos are hours of video. Okay, so Greg, if you will now skip ahead to 5 hours, 5 minutes, 54. So 5:54. It's going to be a good ways down.
All right, so while they're fast forwarding, we're going to stay on this video here because this is what's so important. This is what's newsworthy today. Ed Lavandera, let me just bring you in. You've been covering this case there in Waller County, Texas. I think we just need to back up a half step. I mean, can you talk about a little bit, whose voice are we hearing and why are they releasing this video now?
Well, so those are some of the county officials with Waller County, and they started off all of this by saying that they are releasing, and what they're planning on doing here is they're handing out flash drives to all the reporters and news media there with 3 days worth of footage from inside the Waller County Jail, we're told. Obviously, we haven't had a chance to go through all of that. This has just started moments ago, but the videos started with Sandra Bland being driven into the Sallyport area, then being brought into the holding tank and the intake area there. They say, county officials there say, that they are releasing all of this video to, quote, dispel the rumors and myths that are out there over Sandra Bland's death. County officials there in Waller County say that it has been driven mainly by social media, the mistrust by a lot of the details surrounding Sandra Bland's death. County officials say they're receiving death threats, that they're under cyber attack because of the anger and the outrage over Sandra Bland's death. So they say that they are releasing this video so that people can see for themselves the Sandra Bland's conditions. They say that one of the strongest myths and rumors that they've had to deal with over the last few days is that in Sandra Bland's mugshot, and there's this kind of stream online, social media,
which you're looking at right now, by the way. This is where she's seated to get that mugshot.
So there's been a lot of talk on social media, a lot of people questioning whether or not Sandra Bland was even alive when her mugshot was taken, and that has kind of gone on for several days now. And county officials say that that's one of the reasons why they're releasing these videos now, Burke.
Where do we stand, Ed, as far as, you know, we saw the news conference from a couple of days ago with those officials in Waller County, Texas, showing some of those photos from the medical examiner's office, again, on the issue of transparency with regard to that autopsy. We know the family, you know, that they don't believe she committed suicide, and so they've ordered this sort of separate independent autopsy. When might those results be publicized?
We haven't heard any details from the independent autopsy that the family has done and whether or not those details will be released. The first autopsy that was done by the medical examiner there in the Houston area found that Sandra Bland had committed suicide. There were some toxicology reports about high levels of marijuana in her system. So, you know, those are the details that we've heard. Nothing from Sandra Bland's side of the family, as far as I know, just now.
Okay, Ed Levendera, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And we'll have more on that breaking news in the Sandra Bland case coming up. Also ahead, more